Hello everyone, myself I'm P. Jayangarao, and today we would like to discuss about substitution nucleophilic reactions. Substitution nucleophilic reactions are the two classifications, number one SN1 and number two SN2. I can write like this: SN1 reaction, SN2 reaction. Okay. If anyone asks about what is meant by a substitution reaction, is nothing but substitution. Substitution reaction is nothing but a group or atom which is substituted by another group or atom. Okay. For suppose I'm taking here A and X, I'm giving rise to that a reagent Y is there. The resultant product is AY. Now X is replaced by Y. And this type of reaction, what we are saying as substitution reaction. AX is reactant and AY is known to be product formation. I'm saying AX is known to be reactant, AY is known to be product formation, and X is replaced with Y, and these type of reactions are substitution reaction, and Y should be a nucleophile. I'm repeating, Y should be nucleophile. So I'm saying substitution nucleophile first order, substitution nucleophile second order. Okay. Now, and before going to substitution reaction, I will tell you what is meant by alkyl halide. And here I'm taking the first example, CH3X. Okay. In CH3X, the X may be chlorine, bromine, iodine, or it might be fluorine. Mostly you're taking these three examples. The best example here I'm taking CH3Cl. CH3Cl is known to be that methyl chloride. CH3Cl, which is known to be that methyl chloride. Okay. Next one. And here I'm taking the second example, CH3 CH2 Cl. CH3 CH2 Cl. Now, it is known to be that ethyl chloride. CH3 CH2 Cl. It is known to be that ethyl chloride. When I'm taking this carbon containing halogen, which containing one hydrogen, which containing two hydrogen. In methyl chloride, one of the hydrogen here is replaced with another alkyl group like methyl. Okay, so it is known to be that primary alkyl halide. Primary alkyl halide containing, just you need to remind in your mind, is two hydrogen. Halogen containing carbon. Halogen containing carbon containing two hydrogens is primary alkyl halide. In the similar fashion, I will tell you what is meant by tertiary. I will tell you what is meant by secondary alkyl halide. Simple. Here I am taking halogen which containing only one hydrogen. What is this? You see this, which is CH3, and it is CH3 and it is hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen, CH3, CH3, Cl, and this carbon I'm saying as secondary. When we are taking secondary alkyl halide which containing only one hydrogen. Next one, I'm giving tertiary alkyl halide. Here we can have CH3, here we can have CH3, and here we can have CH3. And this carbon doesn't containing any hydrogen. That means which containing zero hydrogen. Okay. What is primary, secondary, tertiary alkyl halides? Number one is methyl halide. Number two, primary alkyl halide. Primary alkyl halide containing two hydrogen. Secondary alkyl halide containing one hydrogen, and tertiary alkyl halide containing zero hydrogen. Tertiary alkyl halide which do not containing any hydrogens. Okay. Now friends, let me explain what is meant by SN1 reaction and SN2 reaction. Okay. Now you are getting the clarity, which is primary, which is secondary, which is tertiary. You see this CH3Cl. It is not primary. CH3CH2Cl. Okay, it is primary. CH3CH3Cl. How many hydrogens are there? One. So this carbon is secondary alkyl halide. CH3, CCH3Cl. And this carbon containing 0 hydrogens. 1, 2, 3. So this carbon is a tertiary carbon. So it is tertiary alkyl halide. Primary alkyl halide, secondary alkyl halide, tertiary alkyl halide. You just keep in your mind. Now based on that, now we are finding SN1 reaction, SN2 reaction. Just listen friends. What is the difference between SN1 reaction and SN2 reaction? SN1 reaction mostly for tertiary alkyl halides. I'm repeating. SN1 reaction is mostly for tertiary alkyl halide. SN2 reaction is mostly for primary alkyl halide. Repeating. SN1 is tertiary, SN2 for primary. You just keep in your mind. Okay. SN1 reaction, I'm repeating. SN1 reaction, which is a two-step reaction. SN2 reaction, it is a one-step reaction. Okay. I'm repeating. SN1 reaction is two-step, SN2 is known to be one step. Now we will go through in detail. We'll go through the in detail reaction mechanism of SN1 and SN2. Friends, now we will see what is the difference between SN1 reaction and SN2 reaction. What we are saying is SN2 reaction, SN1 reaction. SN1 reaction is mostly for tertiary alkyl halide or secondary. I can keep a star for tertiary alkyl halide. SN2 reaction is always for primary. Simple. SN1 reaction, aqueous. I'm repeating. Aqueous base condition. SN2 reaction, alcoholic base condition. That means when we are discussing SN1 and SN2, SN2 reaction, strong base. Base is a nucleophile, strong nucleophile. SN1 reaction is a weak nucleophile. I'm repeating. Strong nucleophile and as well as weak nucleophile. Now we will see the reaction here. First one SN1. Which one we are taking? We should take tertiary alkyl halide. What is tertiary alkyl halide? It doesn't containing any hydrogen. Now here we can have an example, tertiary alkyl halide. Okay. Now it containing two-step mechanism. The first step what happens is when we are taking tertiary alkyl halide, when we are taking tertiary alkyl halide, in the tertiary alkyl halide, just I would like to break the bond in between carbon to chlorine. And this type of cleavage is heterolytic cleavage. Then what happened? Chlorine is more electronegative, carbon is less electronegative. Carbon gets positive, halogen gets negative. I can write like this. And here we can have carbon. This is CH3 and it is CH3 and it is CH3 and this carbon having positive and here the chlorine having negative. Okay. Now this is stable carbocation. Then what happened? We are adding a nucleophile, sodium hydroxide, or the nucleophile, potassium hydroxide. Hydroxides are known to be bases, and these hydroxides are taken in the presence of aqueous condition. Okay, simple. Now this base or this nucleophile attacks on the front side. Which side I'm saying? Front side. It is known to be that front side. Okay. Now, what happened here? From this carbon having the positive charge and this OH having negative charge, and it can able to form bond formation. Now we are getting this type of the product. You see this, what is the reactant? The reactant is tertiary alkyl halide. What is the product? The product is tertiary alcohol. I'm repeating. SN1 reaction is always gives rise to product is an alcohol, product is tertiary alcohol. I'm repeating. Then I will tell you what is meant by SN2 type of reaction. SN2 type of reaction is only identified in primary alkyl halide. Okay. Now I'm taking an example. Primary, how many hydrogens should be there? Primary should have two hydrogens. Now it should be treated with that potassium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide, which condition? Alcoholic condition. K plus plus OH minus. K plus plus OH minus. Okay. Now, in the previous SN1 reaction, you see this. SN1 reaction, Cl leaves a Cl minus and it gives rise to carbocation. Okay. And this carbocation, what we are saying is intermediate, and it is more stable intermediate. Tertiary carbocation, it's a more stable intermediate. But here we can have, this is a primary alkyl halide. Primary alkyl halide gives rise to primary carbocation. It is unstable. So in SN2 reaction, I'm saying no intermediate formation takes place. This is very, very important point. No intermediate formation takes place. No intermediate formation takes place in SN2 reaction. Then what happens? The base is OH minus. It should replace a Cl, but it is a bulkier group. Front side attack is not takes place, right? Now the attacks takes place on the back side. Attacks takes place on that back side. Then what we are getting? Primary alkyl halide gives rise to primary alcohol. Okay. For suppose Cl, it is in the front side. Cl is its front side, and OH should be on the back side. Now the question I'm asking, why this nucleophile attacks on the back side? If it attacks on the front side, if it is attacks on the front side, it is not possible. There is a possibility of steric repulsive forces. I'm repeating. Then there is a possibility of steric repulsive forces. The front side attack is not possible. So we are keeping backside attack. Now, how to identify an inversion configuration, friends? And this part is very important. In your examination, they're giving like this. Okay. Just like they're giving a chlorine atom here. They're giving a hydrogen atom here. And they're giving another substitution here. Methyl, CH3, methyl, and the hydrogen. Okay. Now they're adding, what is this? KOH. KOH is added. OH minus. Okay, which condition? Alcoholic condition. Strong base or weak base? Strong base. What is the base? Base is a nucleophile. Okay. Then this nucleophile attacks on the front side or the rear side? Back side. Okay. Now it attacks on the back side. Now what we are getting here? We are getting a product. We are getting an alcohol. Alcohols means OH. Here we can have hydrogen here. This is CH3 and CH3. Friends, and this point is very, very important point. Just listen. Now, when we are discussing about SN2 type of reaction, in SN2 type of reaction, the leaving group, okay, Cl, and the replacing group is OH. Now this dotted line indicating that backside attack. The dotted line indicating that backside attack. And this type of attack takes place on SN2. If it is SN1, now this line should be thick wedge. Okay, simple. SN1 reaction in tertiary alkyl halide, attack of the nucleophile takes place. I'm repeating. SN1 type of reaction, SN1 type of reaction, tertiary alkyl halide, attack of the nucleophile takes place. Attack of the nucleophile takes place on front side. Attack of the nucleophile takes place on front side. That means retention configuration takes place. I'm repeating. What is this? Retention configuration takes place. Okay. What is SN2? SN2 reaction identified in primary alkyl halide. I'm repeating. SN2 reaction primary alkyl halide. SN1 reaction tertiary alkyl halide. In SN2 reaction, attacks of the nucleophile takes place. Attack of the nucleophile takes place on the back side of the intermediate. Sorry, at the back side of the alkyl halide. Okay, attack of the nucleophile takes place on the back side of the alkyl halide. So we are getting inverted configuration. The product will be inverted. I'm repeating. The product will be inverted configuration. In SN2 type of reaction, I'm repeating. In SN2 type of reaction, we are getting inverted. You see this. OH in the dotted line. OH in the dotted line indicating that attacks takes place on backside. Friends, I will give you some of the suggestions regarding of that. When you are identifying SN1 reaction, SN2 reaction, just to keep in your mind, and this point is very, very important. Okay, what is the point I'm discussing here is SN1 reaction for tertiary alkyl halide, SN2 reaction primary alkyl halide, SN1 reaction mild basic condition, SN2 reaction strong basic condition. Base is nothing but nucleophile. SN1 reaction weak nucleophilic condition. SN2 reaction strong nucleophilic condition. SN1 reaction retention. SN2 reaction inversion. SN1 reaction intermediate formation takes place. SN2 reaction there is no intermediate formation takes place. Okay, the rest of the content regarding of JEE and as well as EAMCET objectives we will see in the coming class. Thank you.